The political party of responsibility and accountability and abandonment is back at it again. You know, Ted Cruz really hates Texas because every time Texas is hit by a natural disaster, Ted Cruz is always nowhere to be found. Rafael Cruz, you are a senator from Texas. Where are you? Ted Cruz makes history yet again for fleeing his home state in the wake of another natural disaster. Now, he wasn't in Cancun hanging around the very same people he refers to as invaders to this country. This time, he was in Europe around the white folks. Shout out to the white folks out there. Shout out to y'all. He was in Greece. Now, while people were being swept away by floods, Ted Cruz was getting his trip on, his vacation on, his holiday on in Greece. Senator Ted Cruz, unfortunately, pictured at Parthenon on Greek vacay after devastating Texas floods killed at least 105 people. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, Rafael, come on now. Ted, don't run away. Your name is Rafael. Senator Rafael Cruz was pictured at the Parthenon in Greece, reportedly 24 hours after devastating floods hit the hill country of his home state, killing at least 105 people. The photo came as Cruz said he flew back to Texas as fast as humanly possible, leaving Sunday and returning to the Lone Star State that night. However, flight data shows multiple earlier flights that could have gotten him home sooner. The reality is, folks, they caught him. You remember when Ted Cruz went to Cancun and he's the only politician this happens to, by the way, because he's the only one that keeps doing shit like this. Ted Cruz was caught in Greece by Americans. I don't know if it was Americans or Greeks who snitched on him. If it was a Greek who did it, shout out to you. Shout out to all the Greeks out there. Someone took a picture of Ted Cruz, and multiple people took pictures of Ted Cruz in Greece in the wake of the floods. Ted Cruz was literally just walking around in Greece during the floods. So when he sits there and says, I flew as fast as humanly possible to get back, lie. He's lying. He was getting his little groove on in Greece when he thought nobody knew he was there. That's the truth of it. Ted, give it up. People know where you are. I don't know why. I don't know what you did, but people know where you are, bucko. They know where you are. Okay? For some reason, every time you abandon Texas, somehow, some way, you get caught. By the way, stop abandoning Texas. It's crazy how conservatives still hate AOC so much. When Ted Cruz abandoned them, AOC was the one who came in and actually tried to give aid and help to Texans. Do you know what she got from conservatives? Hatred. Still receives hatred. Ted Cruz gives them nothing, and it's a-okay because he's white and conservative. You can't make this shit up. These people they literally want to be slaves. Like MAGA, literally, they want to be underlings and servants of a higher power. It's literally undeniable. Cruz's office told the Post on Tuesday that he was on a pre-planned vacation with his family when the flood struck earlier July 4th. Within hours, he spoke by phone with Governor Greg Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Texas Emergency Management Director Nim Kidd, and President Trump, working to ensure that the maximum federal assets were available for search and rescue. All that tough talk about no more FEMA, and now look at them scrambling for federal aid and assets. These fucking scum. They're absolute scum. They're filth. Demonic filth. But to be fair, congrats to Ted Cruz, because last time Ted Cruz got caught, he blamed his daughters. He blamed his children. This time, Ted has stepped up from blaming his teenage daughters for his own behavior and is now claiming that it was pre-planned, which I'm sure it was, but you stuck around until you got caught, because there are pictures of him whisking around in Greece in broad daylight, not in a hurry to get back home at all. Dude was just walking around assuming he wasn't going to be seen. Bro, people know who you are. You're a politician that's well known. Like, even in Greece, they see your ass. That's just the reality of it, bro. There are people all over the world who know American politicians that aren't even the president. That's where we are right now. Ted seems to think he can abandon his home state and no one's going to know it's him. Bro, come on. Here we have Teddy. Look at him. Okay. Smiling. The gut is crazy, though, Ted. You need to clean that up. The American taxpayer doesn't need to be funding all that fat. You know what I'm saying? Lean up. It's your patriotic duty, like RFK and fucking Dr. Oz said. You know, you need to lean out. You know what I'm saying? But he's got a phone in his hand, you know, vibing, enjoying himself, living life. You know what I'm saying? Not really doing too much. Little shades on, you know, doing his thing. Abandoning Texas. Like we've all done it before, right? Look at Teddy. Living that lifestyle. Senator Ted Cruz sightseeing at the Parthenon in Greece on July 5th while his state was flooded. Just vibing. Look at him just vibing, enjoying himself, period. He just, bro, hey, look, bro, like, this is Ted Cruz's M-fucking-O, dude. This is literally his special move, his signature move, is abandoning his home state. Like, come the fuck on. This guy is absolutely ridiculous. The article goes on to say that he and his team worked closely with local officials and with families of missing girls throughout that time. He promptly booked a flight back home. Given the time difference, he left Athens on Sunday morning and was back in Texas that night. And he was in Kerrville on the ground early Monday morning. The statement continued, adding that he had returned home as fast as humanly possible. There were multiple flights on Saturday from Athens to major U.S. hubs that would have connected to San Antonio near the floods, including planes to JFK, Newark, Chicago, and Washington Dulles, according to flight data. It wasn't known how many seats would have been available on those flights. They could have easily arranged it. He's a senator, and he's one of Trump's most ardent and voracious and you know, dedicated dick suckers. So I'm sure they could have gotten him a seat. He would have probably gotten priority. They would have gotten him over there. He was just looking to see how long can I duck and dodge accountability before I get exposed. It wasn't long. It's never long. Bro, the universe does not fuck with conservatives. I'm telling you. The universe, Mother Nature, God, whatever is in this world, conservatives, all they do is take L's. All they do is go out sad. I mean, it's just a continuous theme here. Cruz left for the Greek capital, Athens, on Thursday following a Senate vote to pass Trump's big bullshit bill. That reminds me, this piece of shit is on vacation. Big, beautiful bill passes, destroys the country, and he's on vacation enjoying himself. Enjoying himself. This man literally does not give a fuck about this country. These people are on vacation enjoying himself. Enjoying himself as the nation is falling apart. Conservative politicians are rat vermin. They are filth, they're disgusting, they're not even human, they are disgusting animals. It is the truth. It's about time we said it. You can call it dehumanization, you can call it radicalism. It's not. These people are waging class warfare on all of us. Not just blacks, not just Hispanics, not just poor people, the white working class. The white middle class in particular. We're all getting fucked over here. This man has the audacity to book a flight with his family to Greece and enjoy himself in the wake of the entire nation finding themselves losing healthcare, food, education, clean energy, and this man is on vacation enjoying himself. That in and of itself is emblematic, and it signifies exactly what the conservative ideology stands for. The enrichment, the empowerment of a small elite over the working class, over the people. These people don't represent the working man in America. They might appeal to the working man's prejudices. They might appeal to the working man's religion. They might appeal to the working man's cultural identity, but they don't appeal to his best interest at heart. That is the reality of it, and Ted Cruz is one of them. He's one of those politicians that sells you a little bit of racism, a little bit of sexism, a little bit of homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, hatred, and as I give you all of that, don't pay attention while I'm pickpocketing the absolute fuck out of you. Remember what Lyndon B. Johnson said, if you can convince the lowest white man that he is better than the most accomplished elite black man, he will empty out his pockets for you. Bro, these niggas know what they're doing, bro. And Lyndon B. Johnson wasn't even a Republican. He was literally a liberal Democrat for his time. He was liberal. And even he knew what the game was. He knew what these niggas were doing, bro. They all know what they're doing. They're trying to rob the entire country blind. Yes, even white people. They're trying to rob them blind as well. And they're using race, religion, homophobia, transphobia, all of that to pocket more and more money as time goes on. This is a heist, it is fraud, it is theft, it is destruction, and this Ted Cruz adventure is just emblematic of the entire thing. People being swept away and killed in floods, and he's ducking and dodging, trying to see how much longer he can enjoy Greece for. Filth, scum. This is his second time doing this, by the way, and conservatives don't care. He will continue to be elected over and over and over and over and over again. Meanwhile, they'll claim the black woman who had a degree in economics, who went to school for law, a district attorney, an attorney general, a senator, a vice president, that woman, oh, she wasn't qualified for the job. She was a DEI candidate. Biden chose her because she was black. This political movement claims to represent hard work, meritocracy, and yet look at who they choose to put in power instead of the qualified, educated woman who happens to be black and Indian. These people are crazy. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're killing us all. The voters are killing us. Their politicians are killing us. Conservatives are killing this country. Fuck Ted Cruz.